Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play the Ocarina of Time. I am the Umbreon Messiah, and ow, my eardrums. Crying out loud, that's loud. Oh, what is this? Things are exploding, oh noes! Nah, cool stuff's happening. The sky is returning to normal. And the fiery ring around Death Mountain is gone. Hooray! Oh, and we have our obligatory visit to the Chamber of Sages, where, lo and behold, it is revealed that Daruni is the Sage of Fire. Big surprise! That's a pretty big thank you. And that's a pretty big compliment coming from the man with nipples made of rock. Not so much funny as really, really hinted to. The power of the fire spirits and friendship. Because when you think of friendship, you think of scorching hot fire. Yay! Medallion get! Oh my. Yes, now we have the Fire Medallion, signifying that we have defeated the Fire Temple and have now entered the long stretch of true and utter hell. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, there's only one other dungeon we can complete before the second half of the future. And it makes every last ounce of my body weep. Anyway. Going over here, we're going to be taking the long way out, because there is a piece of heart here I want to get that I could have gotten while I was a kid. But trying to get it as a kid leaves a small risk of you, well, burning to death. Now, I can't quite remember what's in here. I think it's a fairy fountain. Oh, yes. These rocks are, I think, only able to be destroyed by the hammer. Huh. How about that? I get to be traumatized again today. Hooray. So unclean. Welcome, Athrun. I am the Great Fairy of Wisdom. I'm going to enhance your magic power. Well, at least that's a position we've seen before. By enhance our magic power, she means make our magic meter bigger. Meaning we have more spell power, meaning we can cast more spells. This translates to awesome buff of awesomeness. The equivalent buff in A Link to the Past was the buff that made your spells cost half as much. I don't know about you, but I kind of like the larger magic meter. It's much cooler. Anyway, like I said, when you were a kid and you couldn't wear the Goron tunic, coming in here starts off a countdown that's based roughly on, no, not roughly, exactly, it's based on how many hearts you have. The more hearts you have, the longer it takes for you to burn up in here. Now, that heart piece you saw on the top of the volcano, we can't get. I could go back to the past at some point. Oh, actually, hey, that's something I should go do while I'm... Oh, it's on my mind. But you can go back to the past and get the magic beans, and you have to plant a magic bean in here as a kid in order to get that. Annoying, yes, but meh. I don't personally care enough about it to give it a shot. I think there's something up there, but I can't remember, and frankly, I don't care enough. Besides, we have business outside of here anyway. Now, over here, you'll find the biggest friggin' Goron that has ever existed. Holy crud muffins. This guy is huge. He is aptly named Big Goron. And he's the guy that made this. Oh, well, it should. There we go. That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but because of yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. Yeah, that gets really irritating. Find eye drops in Zora's domain. You will find them if you see King Zora. Well, yes. Unfortunately, as we will see, cashing in this prescription is going to be a little difficult. Anyway. Whee! Ow, my knees. Oh no, those are regular Skulltulas. I don't care about those. Speaking of which, how many golden Skulltulas do I have? 23. I think that's just enough for the Stone of Agony, which doesn't really do me any good. Unfortunately, my controller right now doesn't come with vibrate functions, so using the Stone of Agony is pointless. Would you shut up already, Big Goron? God! You whine more than my mother. Alrighty. Whee! Kneecaps! Come on, Link. Let's move. Okay. Well, I don't think there's much to do in Kakariko Village right now. Not really much that I can think of, anyway. So, we're gonna hightail it back to the castle town. Why? Because there's something important to do there. And I wouldn't go back there if there wasn't. Now, I believe opponent is right here. Now, one of the cool things about the future is, since Ganondorf has ransacked the castle town, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, you can still go inside the castle. Well, castle town. Though, unsurprisingly, you can't bring Epona in there. Kind of a dick move, really, I know, but I guess there were just certain areas they didn't want Epona in. Oh, while we're here, let me show this off to you. This is the ghost shop. This is the thing that has to do with our fourth bottle. This guy kind of creeps me out. Yes, I'm sure you can. Anyway, there exist in the world 10 spots where special pose pop out of nowhere and fly away from you because they're scared of the living or something like that. This guy trades in ghosts, and if you bring him the 10 pose spirits in bottles, yes, I don't know how you can shove a spirit in a bottle, but it's a Nintendo game, get over it. He'll give you the fourth bottle. This task is surprisingly difficult, actually. It's difficult with the Nintendo 64 controller, and I can't imagine it being very easy with my shoddy-ass, bought from Radio Shack substitute controller. So, to be honest, guys, I don't know if I'm going to do it, because I don't know if I can. Anyway, if we head back into the Temple of Time, which you eventually need to do anyway, but it's better to do it early, so you can trigger this. Hi, Sheik! But there are still other sages who need your help. you must become even more powerful. You must travel over mountains, underwater, and even through time. This grants us the ability to return to our original time by placing the Master Sword back into the pedestal of time. Not entirely sure how that constitutes actual time travel, but really all it does is rob you of the Master Sword and a bunch of the items you got in the future, and turns you back into Kid Link, where you can use all of those abilities. Oh, and she also, Sheik gives us, slip of the tongue there. She gives us the Prelude of Light, which is the song that will return us to the Temple of Time at any given moment. And it's actually a pretty cool song. I like it. I don't know why, but whenever I see Navi floating around like that, I just imagine she's headbanging, even if it's not appropriate. Why? Oh, she's special like that. That's kind of a scary thought, thinking that Link has control over time itself. Oh, my eyes! What the hell, Sheik? Well, now that that's done with, our next goal, whether Navi will tell us or not, or perhaps Soraya would, is Zora's domain. So, fast forwarding time. Alright, we're here to the entrance of Zora's domain. Bye, Epona. See you in a bit. Alright, now this place hasn't changed too much since 7 years ago. It's actually become a little more accessible because we're older. The Octoroks are still jerks, though. That hasn't changed. Now, oddly enough, I don't think you can get that one with the boomerang. I don't even know if it's there in the past. I can't remember. But at some point you're supposed to go and get a chicken, or cuckoo, or whatever they call them in Zelda, and use it to fly over there. Yeah, I know, it's weird. And I could do it right now, I just don't feel like it. It's just a piece of heart. There are more important things to do. Hey, does anyone else see that? It looks like snow. That doesn't bode well. Okay. Well, we all know how to get in here, so let's just get it over with. I'm sure these fish people and their princess are just as annoying as they were 7 years ago. Oh, we will laugh. And why does Link look so short? That was somewhat amusing. Honey, I'm home. Yeah. Well, in the intervening 7 years, it seems that Zora's domain has frozen solid. Why? Because Ganondorf's a jerk. Yeah, the place is pretty solid, cold, depressing, but whatever, right? You'll notice that certain members of the Zora tribe and their doors are encased in a special kind of red ice. That includes King Zora, which is unfortunate because we kind of need him right now. Well, there's only one thing that could possibly cause this, and unfortunately for the Zoras, I really don't care what happens to their fish god, because I hate him. I hate him and his giant stomach so much it's not even funny. But giant fish stomach has been replaced with slippery ice puzzles in a cavern on the other side, which actually is there if you go check it out in the past. You just have no way of reaching it. Oh yeah, and there's also this, oh my goodness, I fell off. Alright, well, that's going to make things a little difficult, and we are running out of time, so next time on Let's Play the Ocarina of Time, we attempt to scale Jabu Jabu's ice field? I don't know. See you around, folks.